Minister Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to take a brief call in support of the third reading of the Education Legislation Amendment Bill. I'd like to just take a moment to acknowledge Honourable Hekia Parata, Minister for Education, who announced her decision not to stand for re-election to this House next year. I have mentioned many times in this House how I have seen her passion for her portfolio and the passion for the children to raising the education outcomes for the children was her motivation for her portfolio, and I actually would like to thank her for the work that she has actually done in her term as Minister. And I think we've all seen the great advocate that she has been for education in this Parliament, and she will be missed by all of us, at least from this side of the chamber, when she leaves. Sir, onto the bill. This is an omnibus bill, which amends several acts to improve administrative and governance arrangements for educational entities and funding organisations across the education sector. This bill supports our vision of an education system that reflects modern New Zealand schooling needs and focuses on achievement for all students around the country, sir. In the Education and Science Select Committee, we had a number of discussions, quite robust sometimes, on this bill, and I thank the committee secretariat for the work, the sterling work that they always provide, and also thank the members, my colleagues who actually sit on the Select Committee, and often when we do in fact differ in our opinions, I think we have mutual respect for each other's opinion, and we have actually worked very constructively on this bill. The bill will also now allow for Board of Trustees to appoint students to trainee teachers' positions, helping schools to employ people working towards their teaching qualifications with real field experience and hands-on work in the classroom, enhancing their own learning and training while supporting the needs of the school community, sir. The bill also will allow boards to have more flexibility in meeting the needs of their school zone community by streamlining the process that would be needed to various schools' opening hours if the variation is for operational reasons and on occasional or short-term basis. So some schools, for example, have high proportion of their pool of families working in one industry or have seasonal community needs, and varying hours would make it more effective for those communities to get their children to school and be able to spend more time together as a family. And I think it is something that I personally champion, and I think it is actually a good move for some schools to do. Practical policies to support learning are what are needed, and this bill will support students around our nation getting the tools they require through better management of their learning environment and providing new options for the school community. Sir, arcane, outdated rules and regulations have been holding many New Zealand students back and impacted the ability to some schools to their best at raising student achievement, removing unnecessary legislation and administration, and promoting innovative 21st century education is what we need to do for our schooling community, sir. I'd like to end by saying I commend the Honourable Minister for the work that she has actually done, and I commend this bill to the House, sir.